Welcome back to Shop Saturday, guys. In today's video, I'm going to show you how I wired my lights. It's going to be a little bit of a talking hands video today. So in my experience of wiring my 5 lights I have in my shop, I have found that it's easiest to have 2 short wires to hook to the light receptacle, and then you wire those to the wires sticking out of the blue box for the light. How you do that is you take a scrap piece of wire or the regular piece of wire, and then you want to cut off all of these. Use your utility knife to split open the casing so you can get the wires out. I'm going to tear all the paper off, and then you want about 6 inches is about all you want. Some people may argue that amount, but 6 inches is enough. You cut your wires off, and then you have your 3 wires. The ground wire you don't need at this point. Maybe you can use it for something later. And then you want to take your tools, which I have these kind of wire strippers, which have the actual gauge amounts there, and you stick the wire and strip it off. I have found that if you have about, I don't know, I usually go about the length of the gauge. So if you go to about right here, which I believe it's about 1/2 inch. And then strip that off. Actually, I'm lying to you. I think you want to take about 3/4 to a whole inch, because I forgot you have to curve that end. This is the end that you're going to hook to here. So you got to be able to put a curve on it. So you strip off about that much right there. And I have also found that this type of wire stripper actually has a hole in it. So if you take your wire and put it through the hole, you can actually get a real nice bend on it. So just like that. I probably bent it a little wrong, but there's a trick to it. Definitely a trick to it. There we go. That's a little better. So you get a curve on it which fits perfectly into, sometimes perfectly. And the white one goes with the silver one, and just need to screw it down. I like to just let it hang down like that so that gravity will kind of help hold it, and then you can get it pinned down where the little pointy things are. And once you get it pinned down, it'll twist it right around the screw. And then just like that. And then you do the same thing for the black wire. Same thing, you twist it over. See how slick that is? And then you put your wire around the screw. Sometimes you twist it a little too tight. You can still get it to hook on there. There we go. So she's hooked. Okay, and then remember, you still have to strip these off because you can't connect them like that. So same thing about, there's probably a technical term, and I'll put that on the screen right now, but I have found, I think about that much is good. So let's see how far that is. 1/2 inch. I think it's like 3/8 of an inch is what you want. That is 1/2 inch. So we're gonna go with 1/2 inch right now for the video. I'm sure there's some electrician screaming at me right now. So you have this amount, and then basically all you need to do is we're gonna take our dummy wires that I showed you in the beginning. So like these wires would be sticking out of the box, the blue box that's in your ceiling. So then you just basically take this, which it shouldn't be stripped that much, but let me get a wire knot. And according to the instructions on this box, hopefully you can see that. Let me see if I can get it. It shows you that you need to twist the wires together. So these are the wire nuts instructions. They're not my instructions, so I'm just the guy in the video. And as of right here, it says it's not required, the pre-twist. So this makes it way easier when you're up on the ladder trying to hook it to the wires coming out of the ceiling. All you need to do, my hands weren't frozen, but you just hook the wires like this, right next to each other, and then you screw this bad boy on there. And like I said, about the 1/2 inch is good, because then none of the wire is sticking out the bottom. You don't want this. If you have this, you probably need to put a piece of tape on it so it's covered up. But the best thing to do is to not strip too much off. So if you have the same amount, those wire nuts, you'll just put them in there like that, and then screw them together, and then that will hold them together. So then basically your wires will be hanging out the ceiling basically like this. and then your light will work. And then you just take your 2 ground wires and hook those together with wire nuts, and then you're all set. So that's how I wired my lights together right here, in case you were wondering. I mean, you can see the mess of wire nuts up there. But that is way easier than trying to hook both of these curvy things, you know, hooking both of these to this nut, like, and then you don't have to worry about this coming off because that's screwed down tight. But if you have this wire plus this wire screwed down there, you have a chance of it popping out, and you don't want that. You want to make sure your wires are hooked together for safety reasons. Hope you enjoyed the video. You can see my lighting situation. Just letting you know how I did it. I am not an electrician, but so if you don't know a lot about electricity, make sure you find somebody who knows something about it. Thanks for watching. As always, this is Shop Saturday, and we'd love to hear what you're working on in your shop, so leave us a comment down below of what's going on in your shop. Thanks for watching.